Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, Axel, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about everything we've done this year. I wanted to sort of make a year in review with all of the streams that we've had this year. I was really surprised when I began looking back at the streams at just how many things we've played together this year, and I wanted to go back and look at many of them and some of our favorite memories and share some surprising connections that I saw when looking everything over. So without further ado, here is our 2022 streaming journey together. We began the year in January, of course, with Far Cry 5, and it was so long ago that I actually had forgotten we had even done this until I went back and looked at just everything we had done. Like, I hadn't played very many shooters, so it doesn't really come as a surprise to me in retrospect that this isn't really one that we stuck with, and in fact it got overrun by Metroid Dread. Metroid Dread was actually an amazing game in hindsight. It was, I would say, my first ever Metroid game. I feel like I fared a lot better up in space than down on the ground trying to chase like the father and his zealots and all that shit. We spent a lot of time running for our lives in January, quite frankly. We really did. In the middle of this journey, though, we also got isekai'd into the past with Pokemon Legends Arceus. We ended January, actually, by playing Pokemon Arceus. We spent so many hours catching Pokemon and taking on the quests of the people that were, living in quiet Jubilife Village. And people in my life actually joke too. Like, I actually got isekai'd away because even when I wasn't streaming this one, and we had some long streams with this game, I was still playing it off stream and even over on Twitch. Like, I was dual platforming this game. It was honestly like a dream game for me as a Pokemon fan. It was like I became this ancient researcher on what makes every Pokemon unique, and I was developing the first real catalog on one of my favorite franchises. It was just so motivating. I couldn't get enough of this game. Like, other people in my life, like Jotpla, hated this game, but for me, it was one of my top 5 for sure. I loved it. It was really, really good, and I constantly actually fantasized about going back and playing it some more. I really enjoyed the gameplay. I loved the music, the style. Like, it's no wonder we spent so much time in the Hisui region in retrospect. We also actually ended our Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow series that we started in November around 2021 with Mugi, Mikey, and Jot in early February before we got just consumed by the Hisui region and Pokemon Legends Arceus altogether. I also learned how to pronounce Arceus. I still think it sounds better as Arceus, but I'll have to live with it. So in March, we left Hisui and we adventured onward to help Spyro the Dragon with his petrified problems. We beat back Nasty Nork, and we even stole some hearts in Persona 5R together. We also surprisingly got started on Final Fantasy VI. Looks like March was really full of fantastical lands and dragons and legends, so it's crazy to me that we're still working on Persona 5R, by the way, over a year later. Can you guys believe it? Like, I knew it would take a while, but I didn't think that we'd be still ending 2022 still playing Persona 5R. Like, I just can't. I just shocked, honestly. Also, we spent time with Minecraft Mondays in March. We also spent time with our year-long ongoing series, Animal Crossing and Chill with Axel Lazuli. And it looks like we even had some fun platforming with Hat in Time. Shout out if you guys remember to when we were going 40 miles an hour in Team Sonic Racing. Yay! It's kind of no surprise that when I looked back and saw after that, we quickly delved into Mario Kart 8, the good racing game. And we ended March by playing Kirby and the Forgotten Land for the first time. That was really cool, wasn't it? That game was great. I loved sharing that one with you guys. And we need to go back and finish the endgame content. April came really fast. Once it hit the month of eggs and chocolate bunnies, we did a ton of things. When I went back and looked at everything we did together, we had try-hunting tourneys in Animal Crossing New Horizons, we brought down evil in Persona 5R, and we even revisited a childhood favorite of mine, which was Yoshi's Story. We set out to reclaim the Super Happy Tree from Baby Bowser, and after finally gathering enough tenacity and a bit of speed from Sonic Advance, we even went back to make more progress in Metroid Dread. We dabbled in more Final Fantasy, and this one surprised me. We did numerous streams where I became Sonic in the Roblox beta testing for Sonic Speed Simulator. So that was pretty wild to look back on. I forgot that even happened. I was like, wow, we actually spent more than one stream playing Sonic Speed Simulator, and not just on my channel. So, we did that. May came really fast, and it was a really strange time for our Sushi Cat community. We woke up one day, and we found ourselves right off the bat in a strange office with no other living people in the Stanley Parable. I've not really ever played a game quite like that one. That one was really twisty. We had a great time solving the mysteries and enjoying the multiple endings of that one. High replayability. Really enjoyed that game, actually. We even got Jot to finally play Animal Crossing in May. That's pretty wild, right? Did you guys see that coming this year? I didn't. Much of the rest of Adventure that month was spent with our favorite pink fluff ball in Kirby's Forgotten Land with, we were waddling with the big D's. We ended the month by going up to space one last time to beat Metroid Dread. We finally beat Metroid Dread in May. You guys must have really enjoyed that one because it is still our most watched stream of the year on YouTube. May really went off with an interstellar blast. So June came, and June gave us Sonic Central, and we also neared 700 followers on Twitch. Amazing that we actually broke that goal this year. Thank you, guys. Also in June, I began my adventures in Sky, Children of the Light with Ashlyn and Sleesa. That one I play a lot off stream. Let me know if you guys want to see more of that one. But we checked it out, and we also stole the evil artist Monarame's heart in Persona 5R in June. We also held many summer bug catching and fishing tournaments in Animal Crossing New Horizons. We swam in the warm ocean water to see who could catch the most wildlife. We also celebrated Sonic Origins with a launch party near the end of the month before we headed on down to South Park to have ourselves a time as Mohawk in the Stick of Truth. That's actually one I really want to get back to in January, though I'm not really sure how it's going to fare on YouTube here, because I know we started that one on Twitch, so I guess we'll just have to find out, won't we? We ended June with the Ninja Turtles, more Persona 5R, and even a final Animal Crossing Hangout Summer Night with Ashlyn. July, for me, was full of drawing and writing and full of falling beans. So we moved on to July, and you guys may have remembered I had this big thing. I wanted to be Pusheen, the Pusheen-unicorn, the Pusheen unicorn. So many of you guys start jokingly calling me Nana because who even uses Pusheen anymore? I like Pusheen. I love Pusheen. Anyway, we bumped off a bunch of people off platforms, we face planted, but we made it on through, didn't we? It's kind of sad, actually, to look back and realize just how much fun we were having and how quickly Fall Guys just fell off the face of the planet. Like, after the Sonic event, it just fell out of the public eye entirely. I mean, before that happened, though, we can reminisce fondly and think about how we had so much fun running around in those obstacle courses, getting batted off by the panels. I hate that. I have nightmares about that. But it was fun. Oh, man. When we weren't playing Fall Guys in July, we apparently were doing a lot of Friday Night Mario Kart vibes, so that was cool. We enjoyed racing through the DLC tracks, and we ended July with a quick look at Okami before we started August with a 5 million bell scavenger hunt in Animal Crossing with Ashlyn and Sleesa. Good times. Everyone literally left July and started August much richer in Animal Crossing in our community. So August saw me sampling a lot of games in addition to Okami. You guys may remember that we sampled Klonoa, a bunch of crazy games I found at the library, including the Unicorn Princess. And you know what surprised me most of all about August? August was honestly the downfall. I mean, for some of you, August was the downfall. You know, it saw our return to Fortnite, which, depending on how you look at it, is the greatest thing to ever hit the community or the worst thing to ever hit the community. Because that's when the Dragon Ball Super event catapulted Fortnite into our lives so hard that we still haven't removed the splinters off the table that Goku spilled the slurp off of with his last Kamehameha. Like, can you believe we finally found a game that Mugi Mikey would play with us and ask us to play so consistently, so constantly? I know, mind blown. He fell really hard for Fortnite and we all kind of just went with him. But we spent so much time and money in Fortnite after August, during August, and after that, I could probably just end this video here and say that Fortnite took over the rest of the year. Like, the rest of the year streams are basically Fortnite. At least I would be saying that if Splatoon 3 hadn't come out. Like, oh my god, Splatoon 3 came out and completely changed my opinion on the franchise, since Splatoon 2 had totally ruined it for me. I know you guys have heard me talk a lot about that, but yeah, Splatoon 3 came out with that card game and all the new weapons, and it's like, mind blown. Can't wait for the upcoming Splatfest. It's gonna be good. So because September was all Splatoon all the time, intermingled with Animal Crossing and more Persona, like, I was a little surprised to look back and saw that we had a little Mario Party stream. That was fun. We sampled Sakuna of Rice and Ruin, but most of our time in September was really spent together on the battlefields of Splatoon 3 and loving every second of it. That damn in-game card game is so addictive. So October was much the same. The biggest difference being that we reacted to the Super Mario Bros. Movie Nintendo Direct, and I realized that my retrospective video on the surprising death of Minecraft was really well received by you guys. You guys really seemed to enjoy that. We made a pit stop in Overwatch 2. That wasn't for me, really. I hate to break it to you, but yeah, that one really wasn't for me. We didn't return to that one at all. We celebrated Halloween with a pajama time stream over on Ashlyn's Island, where she prepared a super terrifying island Halloween walkthrough for you guys, which is honestly still giving me nightmares. The very last thing we did for October was a special Halloween stream of my first full playthrough of Little Misfortune. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't know if I ever really got over that game. It's like the physical embodiment of the feelings you feel when you look at liminal spaces. Just the discomfort lingers in my head, and sometimes when I'm chopping vegetables for dinner or sitting in my car at the red light, I feel it. Like, it just looms. This game just looms in the back of my mind rent free. That brings us to November. I started November off with a brief return to the Friday Night Funkin' side of gaming, and it looks like I played through the updated Sonic.exe mod. That was really cool, actually. I did that for a few weeks in November before I set off to run with the new Sonic Frontiers game. I'm actually looking forward to beating that sometime in the first quarter of the year in 2023, so I can't wait to share more of that one with you guys, especially since I've honestly been too busy with my writing to play it. We splatted enemies in Splatoon, we dumped Clips and Greasy in Fortnite, and we farmed some rice in Sakuna of Rice and Ruin for the last time. That brings us to, finally, December. December saw us racing through more Persona 5R. Can you believe we beat Madarame so much earlier this year and we're still not at the next target? Like, wow. I'm hoping that we beat this game in 2023, but we'll see. We started just like we started at the beginning of the year. We're ending the year with starting Pokemon Scarlet. We've been catching terrestrialized Pokemon. We've been spending a ton of time checking out the Paldean shops And a new season of Fortnite rolled in for us right here at the end of the year as we head on into 2023. And we even celebrated Christmas with a Pink Wonderland and Animal Crossing this year with special photo ops and Ashlyn and me. I know that I've told many of you guys, but I initially started streaming because there were so many games I was buying on day one, and they would just sit for months, sometimes literally years, with the plastic on them. I never got a chance to sit down and play them, even though I really wanted to. And streaming has fixed that for me. I can proudly say that thanks to me spending all this time sharing my love of gaming with you guys, I haven't had a single game just sit in the plastic or sit unplayed. I've actually gotten a chance to enjoy all of the things that I've bought. So thank you so much for sharing that with me and for being on this crazy journey with me as I make content and game. It's crazy how much has changed in a year, and I just, at this point, I can't wait to get isekai'd into Hyrule. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready for Tears of the Kingdom. Hand it over. Like, of all the games in 2023, I know myself and others are just, we're hungry. We're hungry. I'm looking forward to seeing that maybe if we get a Yoshi title, can I get a Yoshi title in 2023? That would be amazing. Like, 2022 has been great, but, you know, I'm ready. I'm ready for 2023. I'm ready to put a bow on this. And I know that we're ending the year on a great note. We've played so many wonderful games this year. So to look back and see all of the new games I've started and the fact that nothing has been left in the plastic or left unplayed really makes me happy. And I'm glad I got to share that with you guys this year. So thanks again for spending so much time gaming with me. I really appreciate it. The numbers can't describe how grateful I am that I get to spend so much time with you all and so much time making content. It's crazy how much has changed in a year, and I just can't wait for 2023 to get isekai'd into Hyrule again with Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, it's gonna be so good. And I can't wait to see what 2023 will bring us in terms of new games. So, alright guys, let me know what you're looking for or what your favorite memory was with me this year, and I'll read those and respond down in the comments below. And until next time, I've been Axel Lazuli, and don't leave me on red. This week's channel member spotlight goes to Spark the Snorlax. Thanks, Spark!